Today we're exploring the beautiful city of Shkodër. Known to be one of the most cultural cities in the whole of Albania, it is also one of the oldest.
We had a little bit of change of plans, so we weren't actually supposed to be spending today here, but we've decided to spend 24 hours in the city of Shkodër and show you everything that you can do. Our Airbnb host has sent us a whole list of the best things to do in the city, so we're going to see how many of them we can cross off today.
The first stop of the day, we're head to Ibu Bekir Mosque. It is stunning.
It's really big, it's so beautiful, and actually I found it really interesting how there's a huge mosque here and yet right next to it, just there's a church.
Yeah.
You never get religious buildings like that so close together. That's really cool.
Diverse religions. Yeah. But we've started our day sorting out our money in Western Union. Sending
it to our previous accommodation.
Yep.
We forgot to pay. If you haven't seen our last video.
Yeah.
All the dramas and that.
We're done now. It's fine. Sorted. So just gonna head to our next place, which I'm not quite sure yet whether we find. Maybe a cool street.
Today was actually kind of completely unplanned.
Yeah.
2 days ago we changed our plans and decided to spend today in Shkodër, so that's why we're a little bit unprepared and don't really know what we're doing today. So
just gonna wander and see.
Come and explore Shkodër with us.
Yeah. So basically you can see most of the mosque throughout the city because it's so big, and you're actually allowed inside the mosque outside of prayer hours, and it's all free to go inside.
So we're currently walking down what is known as the promenade of the city. We'll leave the actual street name below. And it's super cute. It's like a really laid back atmosphere. There's loads of cafes in the middle. I think Shkodër has quite a big cafe culture. You've just got people riding bikes up and down, going for little walks. Yeah, the buildings are stunning. They've got like flowers outside. And, yeah, it looks like a really nice city so far.
So all these buildings are like really colourful, and it just like brings this place to life a bit more. It like gives it so much energy. It's like really nice.
Yeah, and I just love that it's just the cafe culture. Like everyone's just sat down drinking coffee. There's so many tables outside, and I love that. That is just
definitely a lot of cafes.
So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to check one out later.
Yeah, definitely. So we've just arrived at Shkodër Cathedral. It was dedicated to St. Stephen, who was the first patron saint of the city, and it was absolutely massive. I think it's about 50 metres long by 25 metres wide, something like that. It's absolutely incredible. Probably one of the largest cathedrals I've seen outside of probably London, but it's so colourful as well, especially in the light. And I feel like you might be able to go inside as well, so I might go in, but Megan might not be able to because she has to cover shoulders and knees. But I might go inside and have a little look what it's like if I'm allowed. So I've just been inside the cathedral. It was absolutely huge. When it was built in 1858, it was actually the largest church in the whole of the Balkans, which is quite impressive. And the tower up there, it's 45 metres high and was destroyed during communism, so they've rebuilt it, and it's quite impressive. Definitely somewhere to come if you're in Shkodër. It's just stunning. Any facts?
So during the Cultural Revolution, the dictatorship, all the religious buildings were either destroyed or converted, which is why they destroyed the bell tower, and so this was actually turned into a sports hall, and then went back to being a cathedral in 1993. So Shkodër is one of the most cultural cities in Albania, and it's known for its vibrant art scene, including traditional dance, theatre and music. It honestly feels like we're walking through the streets of Paris or Vienna. The architecture is just so beautiful and so ornate. It's really pretty city.
It's just hard not to be like happy here with all the colours and like beauty around you. It just makes you feel happy.
Yeah. Now we're just gonna go stop at one of the many cafes.
Yep.
For a coffee and maybe a pastry.
Yep, definitely.
So there's just so many cafes to choose from. I can't even begin to decide. This one literally looks like we're walking on the streets of Paris, like literally something you find on the corner in Paris. It's just so beautiful. So we've just stopped at a cafe and that's got a fizzy drink and a huge chocolate eclair, and I'm trying a detox tea. It's come in this like fancy little mug teapot thing and I don't know how to drink out of it. So it could be interesting. Yeah, it's so beautiful here. It's just so peaceful, so relaxing.
So we've just been to the cafe. It was a lot cheaper than like the coastal areas.
Yes.
You can tell we're not in like more touristy places anymore. It was a lot cheaper, but it was really nice.
It cost us what,
$3.40, which is about
left.
£3 for fizzy, a tea and an eclair.
Considering on the coast, a fizzy itself is about 200.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Quite a good price. We're really happy with that.
We're kind of dodging bikes at the moment. There's a huge cycling culture in Shkodër, which is actually really nice. It's really like peaceful. Everyone just cycles everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do have to dodge bikes occasionally.
Yeah. But if you want a bike, there's about €5 per day for one, so it's quite cheap, and then you can cycle anywhere to like the castle or the lake, which are a bit further outside city. So I would definitely recommend doing that if you can.
Well, we're short on time today. I think we are going to just drive.
Yeah.
Normally we probably would hire the bikes because it seems really fun.
Yeah, but it's also really hot, so
yeah.
Get very sweaty. So we've just come out to Rruga, which is one of the little towns that surround Lake Shkodra, and we've got some lunch. I've got a birek, and Megan's got something.
Birek?
Or
there's a vegetable one and that's a meat one.
Yeah.
We picked them up on the way for about 50p each.
Yeah, there was like a little birek store. It's like 60 lek each. It's about 50p, so really cheap. So just going to enjoy this with a nice view of the lake.
It looks amazing.
And then hopefully explore a little bit later. So Lake Shkodra is actually the largest lake in the whole of the Balkans and the largest lake in southern Europe, which is quite impressive. It's also home to about 280 different bird species, which is 50% of all the bird species in the whole of Europe, which is quite impressive. So if you're a bird lover, this is definitely somewhere to come. So Lake Shkodra is actually 2/3 in Montenegro. So if you go up this road about 6.5 kilometers, you actually reach Montenegro, which is kind of insane to think about, that we're so close to another country, considering like last week we were about 10 kilometers away from Greece. So we've literally driven the whole country. Sadly we didn't bring our swimming costume because there's like a little beach area you can go for a swim, but you can also rent kayaks or bikes and cycle around the lake or pedal on the lake and get a little boat tour as well if you wanted to explore the lake properly. But we're just going to head to a little cafe and get some coffee because I think Megan needs it.
I don't know what gives you that impression.
The impatientness.
Is it coffee time now?
It is coffee time now.
Get coffee.
Let's go get coffee. So we've just left the lake and heading to the castle, and we've just stopped on the side of the road because it's got an amazing view of the castle.
And the mountains that way, and the river, and yeah, it's really beautiful.
Yeah. What's the view like?
Oh, it's incredible.
So we've come up to Rozafa Castle, which is also known as Shkodër Castle. It's got a very interesting tale behind it. So basically there was 3 brothers who tried to construct the castle and the foundations kept falling down, so they went to see an wise old man who said that they had to basically sacrifice and bury alive one of their wives in the walls to make sure that it was stable. So, and they also got told they can't tell their wife about it, but 2 of the 3 brothers did and the last one didn't, so she got buried in the walls when she brought him food. So now it's said that her remains are still in the walls and there's a statue commemorating her, and that's why it's called Rozafa, because that was her name.
Am I right in thinking, I'm sure you said this last night, that she requested for part of her to still be visible so that her children wouldn't grow up without a mother? Is that right?
So her right eye and right hand, I think it is, she asked to stay visible so that her infant son could be comforted by her remains.
Which is a bit gruesome.
Yeah. But the views up here are stunning.
It's incredible. That's well deep.
Well.
Well then, it's not as deep. Oh well. The view from up here is absolutely incredible, with just the river running through the valley, with the mountains in the background. The greens are so bright, the blue is so bright. It honestly feels like the saturation has been turned up to 100. It's just stunning.
So I thought this was another well, but it's got stairs in, so I might go down and have a little look. Ooh, they're quite steep. Yeah. Ooh, they're very slippy. Ooh, they go down quite far. I mean, it's like a tunnel. I'm scared.
This is a health and safety risk.
Jeez.
You would not get this in the UK. But that view though, that is just amazing.
So we've just gone back to the apartment, have some dinner, and now we've come back out to the main street to see what it's like at night.
The sun here is just set, so it's that really nice soft pinky light, and yeah, we're just gonna go grab an ice cream and enjoy the rest of the day.
Currently it seems a lot more active and lively at night, all the restaurants and bars and stuff are full and all the lights showing. It's really nice.
And then we do have a few little errands to run, because the next place we're going barely has a shop, let alone a cash point. So we've got a few things to do before we head to the next place.
Yep, and call to prayer time. So we decided to finish our day with a bit of ice cream along the main street. I feel like it's the best way to finish any day. But tomorrow we're off to a place even further up north, which is known to be one of the most beautiful places in the whole of Albania. So really looking forward to that. So see you tomorrow. It's so beautiful here. You can see all the fishies swimming in the You can see all the fish swimming in the water because it's so clear. So we've come up to, I can't remember what it's called. Rozafa. So we've come up to Rozafa. Blah, blah. So we've come.
Rozafa. Stunning. Kind of feels like we're in like Africa or something. It is beautiful.
Welcome to Africa.
Na 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 na. Waka waka